What's going on, YouTube peeps and bariatric freaks and Back to Basics fans? I am James, also known as James RNY Guy, and I am your Saturday vlogger. This week is Body Week, and the question is, do you self-sabotage with food, exercise, alcohol, or vitamins? And if you do, what choices are you making to get back on track? And if you don't self-sabotage, what choices are you making to stay on track? I gotta admit, I'm a self-sabotager, without question. And if I'm honest with myself, if I took a step back and asked myself, why does it happen? Why do I do it? It comes down to two things. One, I either fail to plan, or two, I put myself in a position to make bad choices. So what does that look like for me? I could do very well throughout the week, right? Monday through Thursday, I can plan out my meals and my shakes and everything and do well. Friday rolls around, like many of you, I want to get my work week over and I want to get my weekend started. So I don't want to carry around my blender bottles and my Tupperware, you know, all the things that I carry my food in on Fridays. I want to get out the door and get my weekend started. So Friday mornings, I don't even plan on prepping any meals or anything. However, I still have to eat something, right? So during the day, I'm grabbing something out of the vending machine, or at lunch, I'm running to find something that's convenient, quick, affordable, which is usually fast food, and all because I failed to plan out my meals for that day. The same thing goes for exercising and vitamins. I gotta admit, I'm horrible at taking vitamins. I'm very inconsistent with it. Instead of planning at the beginning of the week time to take to lay out all my vitamins, I just think, well, I'll just grab them as I head out the door. And that never happens. So I don't take them. All because I didn't plan it out ahead of time. So failing to plan is one form of self-sabotage that I do. Or that's one way I self-sabotage myself. The other way is putting myself in a position to make bad choices. Now what that looks like for me is, say my buddies call me up, like, hey, let's go have a drink. Now I enjoy an adult beverage, like many of you. So when I put myself in that position to go out with the guys and then have a drink, I know, one, I'm not drinking a protein shake, right? I mean, you're at a bar, you're at a restaurant, that's just not an option. So the only thing to drink, well, the majority of things to drink usually have some kind of alcohol in it, or, you know, high sugar content, something to that effect. So by putting myself in that position, I'm limiting my options. I also find myself, particularly if we're at a restaurant, while I'm in that moment, you know, reaching for the chips and salsa, or ordering something off the menu that's fried, full of carbs. I'm not making the best choices, all because I put myself in that position ahead of time. And you know, that's what self-sabotaging looks like to me. That's how I self-sabotage myself. Now, what choices do I make to get back on track? Well, there's a couple of things that I do. One, first, I'm aware that I self-sabotage. So let's take a day like a Friday. If I know I've had fast food during lunch, during the day, that night I'll purposely plan to have something healthy. You know, something high in protein, some chicken or fish, because I've already had something bad earlier in the day. So by just trying to, by being aware of it and making better food choices later that day, you know, is one thing that I do to try to get back on track. Another thing that I do is, you know, accountability partners. I so believe that that's extremely important, especially when it's someone who's on the same journey as you are, who understands your struggles, knows exactly what you're going through, what you're dealing with. I think it's very important to have somebody like that in your circle who, will help hold you accountable, who will chew your butt out when you need it, give you a good butt kicking when you need it, isn't afraid to do it because they know, and I know, that that's what's best for me. So I could tell them, this is what I had for lunch today, or this is what I drank last night, and they can tell me, well, what did that do for you? How did that benefit you at all? I mean, it didn't. So, by just being upfront and honest with me, definitely helps, because there are times when I want to grab something unhealthy and I can hear that butt chewing coming on, and I don't. I'll switch to something healthy. I'll grab something healthy instead of grabbing something unhealthy. So it definitely helps. Now, they can't stop me completely from self-sabotaging. I mean, that's still a choice that I got to make on my own. But it does help me at times to make better choices. So just to surround yourself with someone, to have a circle, however big it is, just have someone there who will help hold you accountable and isn't afraid to say, look, that's not the healthiest option for you. I know that's what you want, and that may be what tastes better, but that's not the healthy option for you. And which for me comes in handy. So those are ways. Those are things that those are ways that I self-sabotage. I fail to plan on certain days, or I put myself in a position to make bad choices. And I know particularly when it comes to, say, the alcohol, like, I know what alcohol does to me, right? When I drink, I stall or have a slight gain. Now, if I am on a journey to lose weight, and I know, on the other hand, what alcohol does to me, yet I still make a decision to have it, I think that's a clear form of self-sabotage. I'm sabotaging my journey. Now, I'm still getting results because I'm not having these things very often. However, I do feel like I am missing out on the full benefits that I can get from this journey by sabotaging myself. So that's what it looks like for me. And those are ways that I self-sabotage. And it's kind of a couple things I do to try to get back on track. So that's me. What say you? Do you self-sabotage? What does that look like in your world? Leave a comment below. Let us know. Until then, we will talk to you soon. Take care.